ago, in a land untouched by modern civilization, lived a brave young knight who protected the fair princess of the kingdom. The people of the land lived happily and loved the brave young knight and the princess. And everything was going real good until the princess wanted to marry the brave young knight and screw the whole freaking thing up. And this is where our story begins.
C'è una luna in mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma ridare. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Se te piglia lo pesciaiolo, isso va, isso viene, se lo pesce in manatena. Se ci ingappa la fantasia dei pescioli a vegliuzza mia, la riola, pesce fritto e baccalà, uè compa, no calamara c'ha già catà. C'è una luna in mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma ridare. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Se te piglia lo polizia, isso va, isso viene, sembra scoppetta in manatena. Se ci ingappa la fantasia di scoppetti e vegliuzza mia, la riola, pesce fritto e baccalà, uè compa, una scoppetta c'ha già catà. C'è una luna in mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma ridare. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Se te piglia lo polizia.
By the way, the name's Anthony Salvatore Giovanni DeVito, but everybody calls me Tony D. Those are my best friends, Frank the Big Veal de Parmigiano and Peter Del Belmondo. Frank's a pro wrestler when he's not bouncing at a nightclub downtown. And Pete's an actor when he's not waiting tables at Vic's Video and Cappuccino. You know, the place over there in Harlem. They're real good guys, and they do anything for me. Partly because they're my friends and, partly because they think I'm in the mafia. I'm not, of course, but, I figure, why ruin a good thing, right? Hey, stay out of that trunk, you hear? I got something in there I gotta dump out after it gets dark. Gabish? See what I mean? Hey Vince, how's it hanging? Not too good. Christ, it's hot. Hey Vince, guess what? We're making a movie in here. No kid. Hey, you guys hungry? Ma's fixing a little lunch. You know, nothing special, just some homemade ravioli, some manigat, sausage and meatballs, maybe a couple steaks. You know, the usual.
Oh, that sounds good. But I gotta go work out. I'm wrestling this weekend.
Hey, let me ask you something. Are they gonna let you win one this time or what? I mean, every time I see you on television, you're laying flat on your back like some kind of fried bacala.
You know, I think I need a new gimmick or something. You know, I've been thinking, how about I call myself Gorilla Boy?
Gorilla Boy?
Yeah, Gorilla Boy. The boy raised by gorillas. You know, like in the movie.
Hey, I got it.
What?
Why don't you call yourself the man without a brain?
I don't get it.
Yeah, no kidding. What about you, De Niro?
I can't. I gotta go downtown for an audition before work. They're casting the new Bill Murray film.
Hey, let me ask you something. I rented that Home Alone movie again the other night. Now, which part were you in?
I keep telling you, I was a guy in the airport with the blue luggage. Anyways, this part's much bigger than that one. I don't speak, but Bill Murray walks right by me in a 7-Eleven, and I get to look right at him.
Wow, this could be your big break, huh? Hey, just promise me you won't forget your old friends when you're a big shot movie star out there in Hollywood.
I promise.
All right, I gotta go. Hey, you guys didn't look inside that trunk, did yous?
No way. You tell us not to look in the trunk. We don't look in the trunk.
Good.
Whatever's in that trunk is your business. It's got nothing to do with us.
Right.
Absolutely. If you got a dead body in there, that's your business. We would never tell the cops or the FBI or nobody.
La la di la, pesce fritto e baccalà. Uè gumba, no calamara, giacca. Second stanza.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, look, it's Johnny Bosco.
Very funny, meatbag. Ha ha ha. Hey, lose any more wrestling matches lately? What are you, 0-700 now? Hey, you know who's the only other person who makes more money than you lying on their back? Who? Your sister.
Hey, Bosco, shouldn't you be leaving now? You're gonna be late for feeding time at the zoo.
Very funny, Del Belmondo. Hey, you have any more big movie roles lately? I missed you in Home Alone. I blinked. I didn't come here to chit-chat with you ladies anyway. Just tell Anthony that my cousin, Alfredo Romeo, is coming to town real soon. You know, the international race car driver. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Give it a rest, Bosco. Nobody believes you're really related to Alfredo Romeo.
I am so. In fact, my ma says we look more like brothers than cousins. Anyway, I thought when he gets here, we might set up a little race. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Gotta run, ladies. I have an appointment with the lovely Gina.
Bosco, Bosco, Bosco. You've been chasing after Tony's girl ever since we was in high school. Now give it a rest, see? Before the authorities find your bloated carcass floating in the Chicago River. Catch my drift? What, the Spogie?
Yeah, and you'll be wearing a pair of them wooden shoes and sleeping with the fishes.
You mean cement shoes?
Huh?
Cement, not wood, cement.
What's the difference?
Think about it.
Here's where my girl, Gina Maria Capolini, works. Gina's gorgeous, and Italian, of course. But she's also very smart. She's got a degree in cuticle sciences and hair care management from the Ippolito School of Cosmetology. You know, the place over there in Harlem. Not bad, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Hey, girl, you sure look fine.
Hey, boy, you're sweet as wine.
So let's get together, baby. Let me come see you sometime. Hey, girl,
Hey, Anthony, Gina's in the back.
I dig your touch.
Hey, boy, you're
Who's the luckiest gal in the world?
I am.
So let's get together, baby. Let me come see you sometime.
Hey, got your sandwich from Mr. Beef.
Tony, you know I can't have that. I'm on a diet, remember?
What's with you and this diet thing all of a sudden? I told you, you're perfect just the way you are.
Do you really think so?
Of course, you know I hate skinny women. I want a girl with some meat on her bones. Go ahead, eat.
All right.
There you in. It's good.
I mean, you know, that's not to say you couldn't afford to drop a couple, 10, 15 pounds. But hey, eat, don't worry about it. And you know, probably wouldn't hurt if you started working out a little bit, you know. Pump a little iron, do some aerobics, maybe a little Stairmaster.
What's the matter? Something wrong with the sandwich?
No, it's fine. I just don't think I should, that's all.
Well, what are you talking about? It's beef. It's good for you.
No, I'm just not hungry. Why don't you eat it?
You sure?
Yeah, I had some yogurt before you came in anyway. Go ahead, you eat it.
All right.
What? I have something hanging? What?
No, I just want to look at you. Is that okay? You're so cute. I could just eat you up. do you have a gun in the back of your pants?
Don't worry about it, it ain't loaded.
Why do you have an unloaded gun in the back of your pants?
Gina, sometimes in my line of work, you gotta pack little heat, know what I'm saying?
You work for the departments of streets and sanitation. Why would you need a gun?
Gina, I told you before, don't ask me about my business, all right?
You know, you're a real nut. I mean, I love you, but you're nuts.
Yeah, but I'm nuts like a fox. You remember that.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Da, da. Da, da. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, all right. Well, all right. I look in your eyes and I'm glad.
When I'm in your arms, it's so divine.
I hear pretty music when they call your name. Baby, 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 do you feel the same? Hey, girl, tell me what's the score?
Hey, boy, I love you more and more.
Now that we are married, I will never, 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 never let you go. Hey, girl.
Did you forget something, baby? Oh, hi, Johnny.
Hello, Gina.
Who's candy for?
They're for you.
Oh, chocolate-covered cherries. These are my favorite. Thank you, Johnny. Thanks.
They're chocolate-covered cherries. They're your favorite.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, what a chip! They sold me an empty box of chocolates. That's the last time I ever buy anything there.
Johnny, I'm on a diet anyway. Why don't you just finish the rest of these, okay?
Okay. But only so I can take them back to the manager. Boy, what a chip!
Are you sure you're ready for another haircut? I don't think it's grown out that much since last week. Okay, well, just go have a seat and I'll be right back.
Hey, Gina?
Yeah, John.
I really like you.
And I like you too, Johnny. As a friend, though, remember?
Yeah, I know, as a friend. Hey, Gina, how'd you like to meet my cousin, Alfredo Romeo? You know, the international race car driver?
Johnny, I told you, you don't need to be making up these wild stories just to get people to like you.
But he really is my cousin. Why won't anybody believe me?
That's my old high school. St. Joseph and the Virgin Mary of the Sacred Hearts and the Immaculate Conception, East. I'm kind of a legend here. On the count I started every sport the entire 5 years I attended. Hey! Time out! Time out! I can see all the way from the street what you're doing wrong. You're dipping your shoulder too much. Here, let me give you the same advice I gave Ryan Sandberg.
You know Ryan Sandberg?
No, I'm the guy who taught him how to hit a curveball. Alright, remember a couple of years ago when Rhino was in the worst slump of his career? Anyway, I'm the guy they brought in to work with him. I'm what they call a freelance batting, pitching, and fielding coach. Like I was saying, you're dipping your shoulder too much. Anyway, look, once you get your elbow up, hands back, then follow through with a nice, easy stroke. Boom! See? Here, you try it. Alright, now. Elbow up, hands back, now follow through with a nice, easy stroke. Boom! See, there you go, it's working already. Anyway, like I was saying, I was drafted by the Cubs right out of grade school on account of I could play all 9 positions and hit with power from both sides.
So what happened?
Well, naturally, Cubs offered me this huge contract, right? But the catch was, they wanted me to spend a couple of years in the minors, you know, just to make it look good because I was so young. But I told them that was bullshit because I knew I was ready to make the jump right to the majors, right?
So I told him take their lousy $1 million contract and stick it.
But you could have played for the Cubs.
Sure, but who needs that kind of aggravation, right? I mean, all the traveling, the press, the fans. Not to mention, the money would have thrown me into a higher tax bracket, and at 14 years old, I didn't know nothing about tax shelters, right? Well, listen, guys, I gotta get going. But don't forget what I told you.
I know. Elbow up, hands back, and a knife through the stroke, right?
You got it, Slugger. And remember, this game is all fundamentals.
Hey, mister, thanks. And cool car, too. God, is that guy full of crap or what?
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple, plum, and apricot too. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you figs and dates and grapes and cakes. Come on to my house,
Hey, everybody, Andy's here.
Come on.
Come on, we got company, huh?
What, you're too big to get a hug from your own mother now? He's so shy. Hi, how are you? Come on in.
Everything.
So what do we got for lunch today, Ma?
Nothing fancy, just some, homemade ravioli, some manicotti, some sausage and meatballs, and I threw a couple of steaks on a broiler. You think that'll be enough?
That's my Pop over there, who also works for the city. Yo, Pop, how's it hanging? And that bum over there is my ma's baby brother, Sal. Sal's been unemployed for 15 years and basically mooches off the family. Hey, Sal, get a job yet? Hey, Ma, where's Nana at?
In the front room watching the fights on the cable. Where else? You know she don't like to miss her fights.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll go say hello to Nana. Oh, excuse me, I mean Grandma. You're gonna get a big kick out of Nana. But I gotta warn you, though. I'm alright, Oh. You gotta watch that thing, man. I mean, you could take somebody's eye out or something. Anyway, like I was saying, even though Nana's been in this country for over 30 years, she still don't speak American too good. You know, like me and you.
Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on.
Lumberjack now.
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything.
How you doing, Nana? It's me, Anthony. Look what I got for you, Nana. Your favorite, Camels, no filters. She's a feisty old broad, isn't she? Last week, a couple guys came over to change the gas meter. She thought they were rapists, so she chases them down the alley with this giant butcher knife, right? Oh, Manon, what a mess. The cops came, one guy ended up in the hospital. But it turned out okay, because the judge let her off with just a warning.
This was taken when Anthony was just 6 months old. Isn't he beautiful? Right after they took the picture, he made pee-pee all over the photographer.
Ma, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just showing your friend the baby pictures. What, is that a crime now?
Ma, why is Sal wearing his accordion?
What accordion?
The one strapped to his chest.
Oh, that one. Well, I thought since you're making a movie, your Uncle Sal could play a little song. You know, it might help his career.
Career? Ma, Sal don't have a career. He's a bum.
Anthony, don't talk like that. You know he's got the disability.
Ma, Sal's only disability is that he's lazy and don't want to work. Besides, I gotta be back at work in a couple hours to punch out, all right? I ain't gonna have time, so let's just eat, okay?
How long can it take to play one little song?
Ma, I said no, all right? All right, Ma, you can play.
Good. Now ask your Uncle Sal to play a song.
Sal, play a song.
No. I don't want to pose any little movie here. I'm only your blood.
Just play a song, all right?
Well, only if you really want me to. I mean, I ain't gonna beg. Salvatore Ignazio Capodimonte don't beg nobody for nothing.
Just play a friggin' song, for Christ's sake.
Anthony, not in front of the president.
So what do you want to hear? And I didn't have time to prepare nothing if you would have told me ahead of time.
Sal, play the Ave Maria.
Ma, that one makes you cry.
But he plays it so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Anthony, how about I give out the phone number in case somebody wants to hire me for a wedding reception?
Yo, Pop, I need the keys to the caddy. Me and Joey are going to the mall to scope out some babes.
Excuse me, but we're making a movie here?
No, excuse me, Mr. Coppola, but I need the car keys. I got places to go, people to see. Thanks, Pop.
This is my little brother, Dominic. He was an accident. Hey, how come you're not in school anyway?
It's summer vacation.
Oh.
Duh.
You better watch yourself.
You're not my boss.
I'll kick your ass.
Ma!
Anthony!
What? What are you still doing here? Beat it!
So, Anthony, how about the phone number?
Phone number? Sal, this is a movie. People aren't going to see this for like 6 months, maybe even a year. Understand?
Okay, if anybody out there needs a professional accordionist for a wedding reception, confirmation party, communion, or whatever, give me a call right now at 555-1212. Yellow? Why, yes it is. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, anybody home?
Oh, Johnny's here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Johnny the Gigolo.
Sally, magic fingers.
What am I, in the Twilight Zone or something? Where's Rod Sterling? I'll kill that bastard.
Oh, what are you doing in there, making a movie? If I'd have known, I'd have dressed for the occasion.
You're wearing a tux.
What? This old thing? Hey, how you doing? Johnny the Gigolo Mercedes, huh?
So, Johnny, what have you been up to?
I just got through playing 2 weeks in Vegas. I opened for Frankie.
You open for Sinatra?
What Sinatra? Frankie Diamond. Hey, let me tell you something. That man does a tribute to Victor Moan that bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah, I bet.
So, Anthony, how about I do a little number in your movie here, you know? Ti canta una canzone, huh, Anthony?
Johnny, sing us a song. Come on.
All right. Professor, if you will, please. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol, it don't thrill me at all. So tell me why should it be true that I get a kick out of you?
It's time for the Stiffo the Clown Show. And it's me, your favorite clown, Stiffo. How you doing, everybody? We got a great show for y'all tonight. Coming out a little later, a good friend of yours and a good friend of mine, Senor Wenceslas and Pepe. Ooh, Pepe. I can't do it.
Bosco, now place the ring on Gina's finger. Gina, now that you know Alfredo Romeo is really Bosco's cousin, and you're sorry you ever doubted the lad, and you're gonna dump that jerk-off Tony D, do you take Bosco to be your lawfully wedded husband, which includes having sex with him?
Of course I do. And will. What woman in her right mind wouldn't? Oh, Johnny, I'm so sorry I ever doubted you. I'm going to spend my entire life making it up to you.
Johnny, you may now kiss the lovely bride, and we're talking full tongue, don't you know?
Johnny? Johnny?
Yes, Gina?
Gina? Who's Gina? Who's in there with you? Why is this door locked? Johnny, answer me! Are you all right in there? Open this door!
I'm fine, Ma. I'm just watching TV. Now leave me alone, all right?
Johnny, I made some soup. Come out and eat before it gets cold.
I'm fine, Ma. I'll be out in a minute, all right?
Why do you have this door locked? Are you eating mayonnaise again and looking at those dirty books? Johnny, open this door!
I said I'd be out in a minute. Now go away, crazy lady!
Coming up on The Honeymooners, Ralph thinks he has arterial monochromia, a fatal disease only dogs get. Join the fun and laughs on The Honeymooners. Coming up next.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone about Stugatz Furniture's pre-fire sale.
Dear Alfredo, you probably don't remember me, but we met at Aunt Sophia's funeral reception in 1975. I was the kid who ate an entire jar of mayonnaise, then threw up all over Uncle Bernardo. I have some bad news. The doctors have told me I have arterial monochromia, and I have only 3 weeks to live.
Welcome to Vic's Video and Cappuccino, where not only can you get a really good cup of Italian coffee, some ice cream, maybe a cannoli, but you can also rent your favorite Italian videos. They've got a complete selection of films from the old country. You know, for some of your more hardcore Goombas. That's the owner, Vic the Big Gelato Spumoni, a legitimate businessman. You've probably seen him on the news recently, as he's just been indicted on another bum rap. That big guy he's sitting with is Joey the Dancer Tarantella. He's Vic's accountant. In fact, he's one of the most feared accountants in the entire city.
Joey, let me explain something to you. In Rocky 1 and 2, Stallone threw a beating on that Apollo guy twice. In Rocky 3, he caved in that Big Mully's head, then threw Hulk Hogan all the way out of the ring. Not to mention Rambo, where he offed an entire country of those desert monkeys single-handedly.
Yeah, I know, Vic. But remember, in Predator, when Arno kept that outer space guy with nothing but a tree stump? Now you gotta admit, that took a lot of stones, no?
I think your friggin' brain's gone soft. That ain't real. That's science fiction. Besides, Schwarzenegger ain't even Italian, for Christ's sake. End of story.
Hey, boy, bring it over there. Over there! Over there!
Would you like some more coffee, Mr. Spumoni? How about you, Mr. Tart?
Ah, yeah, Paulie. He's a good kid.
Pete. His name's Pete.
Ain't a queer, is he?
Nah, he's an actor. He's a good kid.
Well, he better not turn out to be a thief like that last kid we had working for us. Did you take care of that like I told you?
Hey, Vic, how's it hanging?
Hey, Tony D, how you doing? What's with the camera? You guys making a movie in here?
That's right, Vic, we're making a movie. Hope that's not a problem.
Hey, Tony, that's no problem. Hey, get that camera out of my face. Fanou, get that camera out of my face.
Hey, you peasant de mano, get that camera out of here!
You all right, buddy? Listen, Vic didn't mean nothing by that. He's just a little edgy about cameras these days. You know, with the indictment and all. Sorry, I guess I should have warned you.
Want me to get him some ice or something?
Nah, he'll be fine.
Hello, ladies. Mind if I join you?
Oh, look, it's Johnny Bosco. Yeah.
Very funny, Anthony. So, guess where I was the other day?
Bosco, tell me, please. The suspense is killing me.
Well, if you must know, I was at Gina's work. And I didn't even need a haircut.
Bosco, let me ask you something.
What?
How often did I used to beat the crap out of you? You know, when we were growing up.
Every day. Why?
Because the only reason I don't do it now is because Gina feels sorry for you. Because you're such a greasy, fat slob, pain in the ass, pinhead, pinto driving, loser, dork, stonot. That's why.
So then I guess that means if I challenged you to a drag race, you'd accept, correct?
I think all the fat around your neck is slowing down the flow of blood to your little pea brain. Oh, anybody home? Bosco, let me explain something to you. I drive a 5.7 liter, fuel-injected, high-performance IROC Camaro Z28. I could push my car faster than you could drive that rust bucket you cruise around in. Capiche?
Well, you wouldn't be racing me, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Your cousin, Alfredo Romeo, right?
Exactly.
Look, you big goof. I'd race your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, nieces, nephews, mother, father, brother, sister. I'd race your entire greasy, fat slob, pain in the ass, pinhead, pinto driving, loser, dork, stonot family.
Oh, good. I just wanted to hear you say it. Peter, you're a witness.
Listen, Bosco, either order something or hit the road.
I just came in to use the restroom.
Read the sign, Bosco. Restrooms are for customer use only. The last time you took a dump in there, we'd have the joint repainted.
Oh, Anthony, don't forget to tell Gina I said hi.
You don't suppose Alfredo Romeo could really be his cousin, do you?
What are you, loose? If Alfredo Romeo's his cousin, then Mario Andretti's my uncle. Get a grip, would you, Pete?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but don't it bother you that he's always sitting on Gina?
Ah, it's nothing. He's had a crush on her since they were kids and lived next door to each other.
So what's the deal with you and Gina anyway? She's still busting your stones to get hitched?
Madon, what a friggin' nightmare. Every week we go 15 rounds about this marriage business. All our friends are married, biological clock, tick, tick, tick.
Well, you have been engaged for 9 years. You gotta admit that is kind of a long time.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to rush into anything, know what I'm saying? And besides, where's she gonna go?
I don't know, man. Remember that Jimmy from over in Melrose? He was going out with that girl for 5 years, right? She wanted to get married. He didn't. Next thing you know...
Hey, I don't want to hear about it, all right? Jimmy was a sap who didn't know how to handle his woman. I know how to handle Gina. Every time we get into it, all I gotta do is threaten to leave, and she begs me to stay. Works every time.
Hello, Gina?
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to tell people we've been engaged for 9 years and still haven't set a date yet?
You know, Gina, I had like a really tough day at work, and I thought, you know, for a change, we could spend a nice, relaxing evening together. Look at, I got us a pizza, I rented a movie, I got beer. You know, and I was thinking later on, maybe I'd take you out for a little ice cream. But what do I get from you?
Dream on, mister. You're not getting nothing from me tonight. Now, I want to know, when are we getting married?
Look, Gina, I already told you someday, all right?
I'm tired of hearing someday. I want a date. I want an answer. I want to know when.
I can't say when exactly.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
You know, Gina, maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but, you know, there's a lot of women out there who wouldn't mind trading places with you. I mean, guys like me don't come along every day, you know. All right, fine. Then maybe I should just leave. Did you hear what I said? Remember, I walk out that door, there's a chance I may not come back. Did you hear what I said? All right, I guess that's it then. This is it. I walk out this door and it's over. Basta. Finito. Done. So don't be like crying and begging me to stay, because this is it. See what I said? I'm walking out, and that's it. We're leaving. All right. I'm gonna open the door. The door is open, and I'm walking out.
Yes.
Well, I was just wondering, if you were gonna finish the rest of the pizza.
You want the pizza?
Well, only if you're not gonna eat it. I mean, it's a sin to let it go to waste, right?
Buonasera, Signorina, buonasera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, Signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains help the sun come into sight. And by the little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, Signorina, kiss me goodnight.
Good evening, ladies. Welcome to Jack Lord Luau Night here at the fabulous Vic Theater and Nightclub. Identification, please. Hey, it says here that the three of yous was born on the same day. What are you girls, twins or something?
Yeah, twins. How'd you know?
Well, it is my job. But I only do this part-time. I'm also a professional wrestler. Perhaps you've seen me on the television.
Oh, wow, a wrestler? Can I feel your muscle?
Sure, knock yourself out. Right now they call me the Big Veal, like the meat. But I'm thinking about changing it and calling myself Gorilla Boy. The boy raised by gorillas. Like the movie. All right, I guess you're old enough. Hey, wait a minute. If the three of yous are twins, how come you all got different last names?
'Cause we all have different mothers?
All right, I guess that makes sense. Go on in, ladies. Have a good time. Ho, 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 paisan. Hold up there. Gotta be 21 to get in. Gotta see some ID. Come on.
Excuse me?
No, excuse me. I didn't know you was hard of hearing. I gotta see some ID. You gotta be 21 to get in.
What year were you born? 1948. All right. What color are your eyes? Brown.
That was easy. How about this one? Do you live at 175 East Delaware?
Yeah.
All right, I guess you're okay. Wait a minute. I don't want no trouble out of you. And I'm gonna be keeping my eye on you. Capiche?
Yeah.
Go on in. Wait, hold on. One other thing. Have a good time.
Okay, I will. I promise.
Hey, Tone, what are you doing here? How come you ain't with Gina? We broke up. You and Gina split up? I can't believe it. Hey, what kind of cologne are you wearing?
Cologne?
Yeah, it smells real good. It smells like pizza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fabulous Vic Theater and Nightclub. I'm Vinny Spaghettini, and behind me, the mellow sounds of the Pumadors as we play our song, Blue Hawaiian Skies.
So we're sitting there, right, having a good time, when for absolutely no reason, she throws me out of her apartment, then smashes the pizza in my face. You believe that?
God, what a bitch.
Yeah, what a bitch.
So what kind of pizza was it? Listen, Tone. Listen, Tone. Everybody knows Gina's a great girl. Good body, cute face,
Gorgeous eyes, incredible hair, great ass, nice. Anyway, my point is this. Like my Uncle Pino always says, women are like buses. There's another one coming along every 10 minutes. Yeah, Pete's right. Women are just like a bus. You guys want to go on a pizza?
But I don't want any other buses. I only want Gina. She's the only bus I'll ever ride.
Excuse me, is this still taken?
No. And neither am I. You believe how hot it was today?
Yeah. As soon as I came home from work, I took off all my clothes and stood in front of the air conditioner naked.
Yeah, but it's more the humidity than the heat, don't you think? Yeah, humidity.
It kind of reminds me of Nam.
You were in Vietnam?
Tone, I didn't know you was a vet.
But you're so young.
I was part of a secret CIA operation using grade school kids to penetrate behind enemy lines. And they did a whole thing about it on 2020 a couple months ago. Maybe you've seen it.
Sorry, must have missed it.
Boy, you think you know somebody.
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was the middle of August, and the heat was unbearable. We were dug in deep in the trenches of the Mekong Delta, just outside of Tokyo. Completely surrounded by 500 North Korean troops.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's bringing back all kinds of bad memories. Thanks. Like I was saying, I got split off from the rest of my battalion. I was part of 47th Airborne Infantry, Navy SEALs Unit, Junior Rambo Division.
I'm a little fuzzy on something. How could you be a Green Beret and a Navy SEAL? Frank, you're such a stoonot. Obviously was a double agent, right, Tone?
Exactly.
Do you believe how full of shit this guy is?
Excuse me?
I said you're full of shit. You got a problem with that?
Hey, pal, watch your mouth or I'll throw your butt out of here.
Frank, take it easy. I'll take care of this. Hey, pal, why don't you turn around and keep your big yap shut before I got embarrassed in front of your date, all right?
Hey, buddy, you better sit it back down or you're out of here.
Frank, don't get nervous. I told you I'd take care of this, all right? I ate a tiger. Look, pal, nobody wants any trouble here, right? I mean, I came here to have a good time, you came here to have a good time, so why don't we both just relax and...
Did I mention I was an actor? Perhaps you've seen my work in the original blockbuster Home Alone.
Lascia e non da corre piesse non destruye sulla guarda.
I am Gorilla Boy, the boy raised by gorillas. You know, like in the movie.
Funnicole, funnicola, funnicole, funnicola. Funnicole, funnicola.
Gina! Tony, keep it down. Somebody's gonna call the cops.
Gina!
Tony, it's 3 in the morning. Stop yelling. You're gonna wake up the entire neighborhood.
I love you, Gina! Gina!
Knock off the noise down there, you goof. There's decent people in this building trying to sleep.
Hey, was I talking to you, huh? Was I talking to you? Was I talking to this guy? Gina! Gina!
Go home, you goof, before I call the cops on you.
Don't make me come up there, pal. Don't make me come up there. I'm going up there. I ain't kidding. Come on. That's it.
Oh, hey, oh, come on, come on.
Gina! Gina!
That's it, you goof. I warn you now, I'm gonna call the cops.
Yeah, that's it, pal. You better shut that window. You better shut that window.
Tony, you're drunk. and you're embarrassing me in front of the whole entire neighborhood. Now go home.
I love you, Gina, and I want to marry you. I really do. We'll get married next month, okay, Gina? Well, actually, next month is no good for me. But next year, Gina, okay? Actually, 2 years will probably be better. We'll get married in 2 years, okay, Gina? And again, maybe we shouldn't rush into anything. Someday, Gina, we'll get married. Someday for sure. I promise, Gina.
Buonasera, senorina, kiss me goodnight.
God, please help me get rid of this headache, and I promise I'll never touch another drop again. Last night is a total blur. All I remember is some blonde with a nice rack, something about Vietnam and Ronald Reagan, and then I remember some big shadrol throwing me across the room. That must be, I guess, there's not on the top of my head. Ah, Jesus.
Either that or when you fell out of your car.
I fell out of my car?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Come on, Frank was driving. You was hanging out of the window, yelling up to Gina that you was gonna marry her. Then, you smacked the back of your head on the light post, fell out of your car, and cracked your forehead on the street. What, you mean you don't remember that?
No, but thanks for reminding me. Wait a minute. Did you say Frank was driving my car? Did you say I told Gina I was gonna marry her?
Relax, you just said someday. But you seemed pretty pissed.
Between the blowout with Gina, getting bounced around like a bad check by that big goon, and then falling out of my own car, I think I got some kind of brain hemorrhage or something. God, what else could you possibly do to punish me today? Oh, look, it's Johnny Bosco.
Very funny, ladies. Hey, Anthony, it's a shame about you and Gina. I guess that means she's a free woman now, huh?
How'd you know about that?
I don't know. De Parmigiana must have told me. Anyway, my cousin Alfredo Romeo's gonna be here real soon. You know, the international race car driver. Now, you're not gonna back out of our little deal, are you?
Even if Alfredo Romeo was your cousin, which he's not, it's like I told you before. I'd race you and your entire greasy, fat, slob, pain-in-the-ass, pinto driving, loser, dork, stoonite family. What the hell's going on here? What is this, some kind of earthquake or something? Tony, look!
Anthony, I'd like you to meet my cousin, the international race car driver, Alfredo Romeo.
I can't believe it, Alfredo Romeo. Boy, I'm a really big fan. The name's Frank. And I'm Pete. The reason I probably look familiar is because I'm an actor.
Perhaps you caught my work in the original blockbuster Home Alone.
Alfredo, this is Anthony, the one I was telling you about.
Buongiorno, Antonio. Giovanni has told me so much about you.
Hey, Alfredo, what's it like cruising around the track at Indy doing 220 miles an hour?
Well, Francesco, when you are an international race car driver like myself, you are constantly living on the edge, knowing that in the blink of an eye, the slightest lapse in a concentration or reflexes can not only mean the difference between winning and losing, but also life and death.
Wow. I don't get it. I mean, how could you be his cousin? What is it, some kind of genetic experiment or something?
I suppose it is rather hard to believe, but yes, Giovanni and I are cousins. Of course, the entire family was shocked to learn that Giovanni has only 3.
Alfredo, tell Anthony about the race.
Oh, yes, I understand you'd like to challenge me to some sort of an American-style drag race. Of course, I race only Indy cars and a Formula 1. But it might be nice to see what this car can do in a quarter mile.
Well, Al, it's like I told my good friend Bosco here. Drag racing's illegal in this city. Now, I don't know how they do things back in the old country, but this is Chicago. Hog butcher to the world. We don't screw around over here.
But you said you'd race my entire greasy...
I know what I said, Bosco, but dragging's illegal in the city of Chicago. My hands are tied.
So let's do it in Cicero. Everything's legal there.
Yeah, we can do it behind the racetrack. How about tomorrow?
Well, see, there's a problem. We're real busy at work right now, and I'm probably going to have to put in some overtime. Sorry, Al, I was really looking forward to it, but hey, you know, business before pleasure. You understand, right?
What are you talking about? You work for the city. You're never busy. We'll be there, Bosco.
Excellent, excellent. I look forward to it. Till tomorrow, gentlemen. Ciao, bambini.
This is just like Days of Thunder. Oh! If you get back in that car, you'll die. What? You know, it's from the movie, Days of Thunder. The scene with Tom Cruise and Robert Duvall. My God, that is the biggest bird turd I've ever seen in my life.
Well, was it an ostrich or something?
I want that bird dead. I want his family dead. I want his tree burned to the ground.
So what is it you want to tell me?
Well, you know, I just want to apologize. You know, about last night.
Is that it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, what is the big deal about this marriage thing anyway? It's not like I said I was never gonna marry you. I just meant, you know, not right now this very second, that's all.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I guess.
In 2 weeks, I'll be 30 years old.
Yeah, I know. All your friends are married, biological clock, tick, 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 right?
We've been engaged for 9 years and haven't set a date yet.
And sometimes it's good not to rush into these things.
I want a house. I want kids. I want someone who's ready for a commitment. An adult. Someone who doesn't still live at home. Someone whose mother doesn't cook his meals and wash his clothes.
Hey, my mother enjoys doing those things for me. What kind of a son would I be if I took away the things that make her happy?
All you care about is your car and hanging out with your friends and acting like some sort of big shot. You're never gonna grow up. You're never gonna change. You're never gonna be ready to get married.
So what are you trying to say? We're closed.
But I've got a 2:15 appointment.
It's an Italian holiday.
What holiday?
It's my Uncle Nunz's birthday. Now get the hell out of here.
Are you out of your friggin' mind? You're gonna get me fired. What's the matter with you?
Don't worry about it. I'll make a couple of phone calls. Everything will be fine.
Tony, I think you better leave.
Why?
Tony, just get out, okay? Would you just get out? Just get out!
You know, Gina, you keep throwing me out like this, I'm gonna start thinking you don't want me around. I mean, a guy can only take so much, you know.
Get out!
Look, I'll call you later, all right? What are you looking at?
I eat antipasta twice just because she is so nice, Angelina. Angelina, waitress at the pizzeria. I keep souping minestrone just to be with her alone, Angelina. Angelina.
And remember, always listen to your mama.
At the pizzeria.
There we go.
Ti voglio bene. Angelina, I adore you. Ti voglio bene. Angelina, I live for you.
It's amazing what the healthy appetite you still have considering your condition. It's a funny thing. I spoke with a specialista in Europe, and he say he never hear of arterial monochromia. After the race, I want to take you back with me to see him and get a second opinion. Giovanni was wrong. Are you choking? It's okay, Giovanni.
Thanks, Alfredo. You saved my life.
But I only wish that I could do more, Giovanni. But it's the strangest thing. You just don't look like someone who's about to die. Maybe the doctors are wrong.
Listen, Alfredo, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. Ever since you got into town. See, the thing is,
Giovanni, whatever it is you're gonna say, especially at a time like this, always remember. Siamo familia.
Yeah, right, family. The thing is, I just want to tell you that, that I really appreciate you coming all this way just to blow the doors off that Anthony DeVito. Man, I hate that guy. Ever since Little League, when he switched my Hershey bar with X-Lax, and I took a dump on second base!
And I'll join in matrimony with the girl who serves spumoni, and Angelina will be mine. C'è la luna, mezza mare, mamma mia,
You don't actually think you can win tomorrow, do you?
What do you mean?
Well, here's Alfredo Romeo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and?
And he's driving a vet.
So what's your point?
Yeah, Pete, what's your point? I don't know.
All right, let me ask you something. This Romeo character races Indy cars and Formula One, right? And Romeo is a foreigner, correct? Okay, there you go.
Okay, there you go what?
You still don't get it, do you?
God, Pete, you're such a stu-nut. So explain it one more time.
All right, look it. Drag racing is an American motorsport, right? And I am an American. Not only that, it's a street thing, and I'm a street guy. Get it? All right, how can I explain this to you? All right. Supposing I get into a karate match with Chuck Norris. Who wins?
Chuck Norris?
Right. But if I get into a street fight with Chuck Norris, who wins?
You?
Exactly. Why? Because it's a street thing. It all comes down to timing and reflexes. Understand?
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is dirty tricks. You know, like the time I tried to qualify down at Daytona a couple years ago.
The Daytona 500?
Yeah, don't you remember? Well, Frank, you remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. So what happened?
Well, right after I got the IROC, Gina and me drove down to Daytona for a week. And I thought just for a gag, I'd try out for the big race, right? So there I am, cruising around the track going, I don't know, a couple 100 miles an hour. And as I'm going into turn 3, I look on the side of the track and I see Bobby Unser Sr. flipping me off.
Bobby Unser Sr. gave you the finger at Daytona?
Yeah, can you believe that? Hey, you know how nuts that makes me, right? So I slam on my brakes, get out of my car, and chase him into the pits. The next thing I know, I'm being jumped from behind by a whole flock of other Unsers, right?
Did you kick their ass?
Naturally. But needless to say, I didn't qualify for the race, right?
God, I hate those Unsers. What a bunch of cheaters.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, they know who's going to win that thing ahead of time. It's all fixed.
You mean it's just like wrestling?
Exactly.
Sing, everybody start to sing, la-di-da, oh, 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 now you're singing with a swing, sing, everybody start to sing, la-di-da, oh, 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 now you're singing with a swing, and when the music goes around, everybody goes to town, but here's something you should know.
Hey, John.
Hey, Gina, how you doing, sweetheart?
How are you?
So what are you doing here with this pooch?
She happens to be my date. Well, kinda.
Hey, cannoli, get your cannoli. Cream-filled and delicious. Get your cannolis here. Who wants one?
Oh, cannoli boy. I'll take 6. Did you want any?
Oh.
And none for my date. Well, kinda.
Make sure you get some cutaways of guineas here. I'll track down Alfredo Romeo.
Hey, how you doing? Johnny the Gigolo Mercedes. I just got back from playing 2 weeks in Vegas.
Well, that's fantastic. There's a rumor Alfredo Romeo's around here. Have you seen him?
Seen him? He's a personal friend of mine. I could take you right to him. And listen now, afterwards, how about I do a little number for your viewing audience?
Yeah, whatever. So you said you could take me to Alfredo Romeo?
Right this way, son. Now, listen, did I mention I helped Frankie?
I'm dedicating this race to my cousin Giovanni Basco, who's suffering from the fatal disease arteriomonochromia.
Giovanni, this one is for you.
Arteriomonochromia? Didn't I see that on the Honeymooners? I thought only dogs got that.
Johnny, is that true?
Oh, look! There's my cousin, Alfredo Romeo. You know, the international race car driver. Alfredo, I'd like you to meet Gina, my date. Well, kinda!
It's a pleasure to meet you, Carmine.
Johnny always said you were his cousin, but I had no idea.
Yes, sometimes it is rather hard to believe.
Excuse me.
Hey, how you doing? Johnny the Gigolo Mercedes. I just got back from playing 2 weeks in Vegas. I opened for Frankie.
You are open for a Sinatra?
What is it with the Sinatra? I'm talking Frankie Diamond.
We gotta work quickly before Romeo gets back. Tony wants to siphon out all the gas from his tank.
So now what?
Suck! You're not supposed to swallow it, you idiot! Give me that!
What the hell happened here? Did you want to swallow gasoline? You guys are a couple of total stu-nuts, you know that? Now get this big strunts out of here before Romeo gets back. Go on, go on.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Ready, boys?
Come on, you little tin horn, show me what you got. Hey, Tony, ease up. He's the head of the entire Holy Roman Empire, for Christ's sake. Tony, back off. It's bad luck to whack the Pope.
I'm fine. Hey, Your Holiness, no offense, but I ain't freaking mind, huh? I mean, not only did you cost me in a race, you could have damaged the front of my car.
Hey, chill out, chickie baby, because you know, that's life. That's what people say.
You're riding high in April. Shut down.
We're breaking live. This is Skip Mitchell reporting an unbelievable finish to an incredible drag race. In a bizarre twist, the Pope has stepped in front of Anthony DeVito's lane, costing him a victory over racing legend Alfredo Romeo. And in a bizarre Vatican Mafia conspiracy, the Holiness was put in the backseat of a Lincoln Town Car of the Lynch mobster.
Hey, how you doing? Johnny the Gigolo Mercedes. We're gonna do a little one for you here now. Fly me to the moon. Let me play amongst the stars.
I can't believe it. I mean, I come this close to shutting down Alfredo Romeo when the Pope just happens to walk into my lane. I mean, it's got to be a sign from God, right? I've lost everything. The race, my girl, everything.
What are you talking about? You still got us. Yeah, we don't care if you're a loser.
Well, I know I don't always show it, but you're the two best friends a guy could ever have.
Gee, Tone, that's the nicest thing you ever said to us. Yeah, most of the time you just treat us like dog squeeze.
I know, and I want to apologize for that. There's something else I want to tell you, too. I'm not really in the Mafia.
We already know. Sure, we've known all along.
Well, why'd you guys still hang around?
Because we like you. Yeah, you're a cool guy, even if you're not in the Mafia.
You guys are more than friends. You're like my brothers.
Excuse me, Tony? I wanted to meet you and get your autograph, but I see you're busy with your friends, so I can just...
Friends? What friends? I've never met these guys before in my life. Hey, didn't I tell you guys to get away from my car? Now get the hell out of here before I call the cops. What are you waiting for, the boss? Get out of here. You know, I'm still kind of upset about how the race turned out. But it's the Pope. What are you going to do, right? It kind of reminds me of the time I was racing at Le Mans. You know, over in Spain.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Well, Johnny Bosco told me about the race, so I thought I'd come up and watch. Isn't it something, his cousin really being Alfredo Romeo?
Yeah, something, all right.
I'm sorry you lost the race. I know how much you hate to lose.
It's no big deal. I mean, it's the Pope. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. Listen, I've been doing some thinking about us, and I've come to a decision.
Yeah.
I've decided that if you're not ready to get married right now, then
What?
I'll just have to wait until you are. Just don't make me wait too long.
Okay, I won't.
Do you mind? Hungry?
Yes, I'm starving.
Get something to eat?
Yes.
All right. I knew it. It's another sign from God. He's punishing me because I almost kicked the Pope's ass. Here, I'm going to check under the hood. You try and start it when I tell you.
Well, maybe it's the battery cables. Last time my car wouldn't start, you said it was the battery cables.
Sweetheart, this is a high-performance automobile. The battery cables don't just come loose.
All right, try it now.
That was quick. What'd you do?
Sweetheart, this is all real technical stuff. It would take hours to explain.
Battery cables, huh?
It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper, buonasera.
So you probably figured on some kind of big happy ending, right? Wrong. On the way back in the car, Gina and me get into this massive fight, and she tells me she never wants to see me again. You know, the usual. Hey, don't worry about it. Give it a couple of weeks. She'll come around. Hey, stay out of that trunk, you hear? I still got it.
Well, as it turns out, Tony really didn't have it anymore. Gina never did come back around. In fact, she married Alfredo Romeo, moved to a lavish villa in Italy, and raised 6 little bambini, one of whom she named Anthony. And as for Tony D, the feds heard him on a wiretap pretending to be some big mob guy. So, they made him testify against Vic the Big Gelato Spumoni in Chicago's biggest organized crime trial. Tony went into the Witness Protection Program, moved to an Amish community in Ohio, and changed his name to Yoder Hirschenberger. Actually, it worked out great for Tony. I mean, Yoder. He opened up the world's first Amish Italian beef and cappuccino store and called it Yoder D's. Made a fortune. And finally, for our fat friend Bosco. Johnny Bosco found out the hard way that it's just as unwise to pretend you have a fatal disease as it is to pretend you're a mob guy.
Life goes on without me, 'cause I ain't got nobody.
But I made it all up. I saw it on the Honeymooners. Only dogs get it.
Wir können den mal wieder bauen und machen den schneller und stärker.
Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Want some sweet mama? Come take a chance with me, 'cause I ain't so bad. And I'll sing her sweet love song. I love the time. She will only be. Baldi bozi bat live up. I ain't got nobody. Oh, and there's nobody that cares for me. There's nobody that cares for me. Nobody.